time for another video. I'm still in Norfolk today and well, good morning, because I'm up for sunrise. There's not that much light, there's not that much colour, there's just a little promise, so we're hoping for the best. Where am I specifically? Well, as I said, I'm in Norfolk, but I'm at Caister-on-Sea, and it's a little bit of a case of unfinished business. I came here last summer and there's a promise of some sea groynes, lovely zigzag lines going out of the sea, and they're unusual, they're made of metal, they're quite low, made of metal. The last time I came, couldn't find them. Now I don't know if we've had a big storm and it's dumped a load of sand on the beach and buried them. That's certainly looking the case, because there's also a Second World War pillbox, which obviously is like a big concrete shed, and that's completely buried under the sand, so yeah. So we've walked along, luckily we've got talking to a friendly dog walker who pointed us in the direction. There should be 9 sets of these groynes and it looks like there's only two available. So yeah, we're going to get set up, get some shots rattled off, and I'll talk you through what we've got once I'm set up. If I just move over a second, you should be able to see the groynes there. There's a lovely zigzag pattern. It's yeah, quite unusual as well because they're made of metal. What you'll also notice though is this warning sign. I think it's for kids playing on the beach or people who are swimming nearby. I'm not so keen on that, so the choices really are to Photoshop that out, or what I'm probably going to do, which I prefer to do, is remove it with a practical effect, and that's to either zoom or walk forward with my camera so that it's not in the shot. Now that's actually better anyway, because the groynes look better with the water swirling around them. So if I step further past that sign, I'll get more action, I'll get the waves swirling around. It'll just be a lot more pleasing to the eye. What I'm also going to do is something similar to what I did in my last vlog. I'm going to get that long 2-minute exposure, get that silky smooth ice skating water, but then also I'm going to experiment. I'm going to do some 1, 2, maybe 3-second exposures. So when you get a big wave coming in, you get all that foam. As it draws away, you get these long trails. So you've got this wave now coming in. As it pulls away, you get these natural leading lines that the foam just streaks and makes this really pleasing pattern. And that'll draw you to the groynes, which in themselves are a leading line as a snake out into the sea. And they're pointing towards that little splash of colour, and it isn't much. It's as a sunrise, it's been a bit of a dead loss. But yeah, so we'll piece this together. It's always a puzzle, and we'll piece it together. We'll see if we can get some shots. There's not much else here. We're going to move around. There's another set of groynes just up there that look a little bit more dilapidated. So we might have a look at those, but yeah. If this shot's any good, as always, you get to see it now. What I've done is I've moved down the beach, closer to the water and over to the left. That has me looking across the groynes rather than down them as much. Just try to get a little bit more of that sky in, because there is a bit of life in there. It's not the brightest of colours, but there is a bit of life in it. But the issue I've really got is because I've moved closer to the water, I keep getting these odd rogue waves. There's one just coming in now. That swirls around the leg of the tripods, and I've mentioned this on previous vlogs, that's always the battle. You can buy sand feet. I used to have some, bought myself some on Amazon. Invariably I left them in the car, forgot to bring them, forgot to put them on. Juggling so many things, so many, you know, the camera bits, you guys on video, there's so many things to juggle. I'd always end up forgetting my sand feet. So really it's just a case of get those legs well planted, try and just be slightly above that tide height, and just hope that you don't get a rogue wave. And hopefully you'll get some nice steady images, and there won't be any camera movement. I'm really trying to make the most of this scene. I'm now in line with the groynes, snaking out to sea. Very similar to last week's video, apologies for that, but I go through phases, and right now these minimalist, simple seascapes, probably in mono, they're really floating my boat, shall we say. Well, I'm glad I made the effort to come down to this other set of groynes. I don't know if you can just see, oh, it's out there. Yeah, they're just a little bit more dilapidated, leaning over. They've got this nice little cross pattern there out in the sea. So it's the same again, long exposures, making the most of those waves. Yeah, and then we'll push on. I think next week's video is going to be seascapes as well. I'm here on this Norfolk coast for another day, so we'll see what that brings. We keep being visited by seals. They keep popping up. So I've been promised that there's a place not far where you can see loads of seals. So might do a little bit of wildlife for a change. And yeah, also going to try and squeeze in a little bit of woodland. So yeah, next week might be coastal again. Then we'll do some woodland, mix it up a little bit. So yeah, I think we'll sign off there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please give that bell a little bit of a nudge. And until next time, I'll stay there.